Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Mataji. Is my screen visible? My audio audible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Screen is visible and voice is also audible.
Yeah. So today chapter number 7. That is Gyan Vigyan Yoga. So yoga meaning you already know. Okay. So what is the meaning of Gyan? What is the meaning of Vigyan? So first tell me what is the meaning of Gyan. Yeah, you can whatever you know you can tell me in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. What is the meaning of Gyan? Knowledge, wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, other people what they're doing. All of you should answer. Yeah, Gyan is intelligence, Vigyan is wisdom. Okay. Vigyan, practical knowledge, Gyan, anyone other? All of you should answer. It's very simple question. Gyan, Vigyan, knowledge. What is the meaning of Vigyan? Vigyan. Science. Science. That is not the meaning. That is the English word only. Scientific knowledge. Yeah. Okay, so let's start a chapter, then I'll tell you. Okay, so Jnana means knowledge. Vigyan means also the knowledge, but we are applying the knowledge in our life. So Jnana is theoretical knowledge, Vigyan is practical knowledge. The practical knowledge which we are applying in our life. Till now we have read many things. Okay, chapter number 1, observing the army. Chapter number 2, so Sankhya Yoga was there. Chapter number 3, Karma Yoga was there. Chapter number 4, transcendental knowledge was there. Chapter number 5, Karma Sannyas Yoga was there. Okay, and chapter number 6, that is Dhyan Yoga was there. So different type of jnana, different types of knowledge was there. Okay, but those knowledge how to apply. So unless and until we know Krishna, then how we can devote our life to Krishna. So Krishna will be starting from chapter number 7 to chapter number 12. That is full of bhakti yoga. Okay, so other chapters given 111 chapters. Other yogas were given 111 chapter. But Jnana, this bhakti yoga is given 6 chapter, middle 6 chapter full of bhakti yoga. So till now we have read the different yoga, and the last sloka of chapter number 6, Krishna was saying, of all those yoga which I have discussed, Arjuna, the yoga, which yoga is best? Bhakti yoga is best. So in the last sloka of chapter number 6, Krishna is saying, Bhakti yoga is best, Arjuna. He has explained all the yoga, different type of yoga. Now he has told that Bhakti yoga is best. So now from chapter number 7 to chapter number 12, Krishna will be speaking about Bhakti yoga. Okay. So a very nice chapter, very nice learnings from this chapter. So let's see how we can apply this knowledge to our life. Okay, so for applying those knowledge, this is very important. Okay. So let's start with the Guru Pranam mantra. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadavaitam Sadhuvatam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pay our humble obeisances into Guru Maharaj's feet, His Divine Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, so that His teachings we can apply in our life, His life we can follow in our life. Okay. So let's summarize all the chapters. 6 chapters we have read till now. So chapter number 1 we have read faith. So faith was required to read Bhagavad Gita. We have read the faith is the requirement for reading the Bhagavad Gita. Then we have read the observing the army. Okay, so 3 people were observing the army and the compassion, lament, and their lamentation. These were the things. And Arjuna told, I won't fight. In the next chapter, the importance of Guru was there. Okay, and then the knowledge of body and soul was there. Then how to control the mind and senses, and how to be self-realized souls. Okay, so Atmaram, so renounce. So after that, Atmaram was telling that renounce the world. Okay, that was the meaning, renounce. Okay, renouncing. Then Arjuna started, which is the best, renouncing or action. So Krishna gave answer, the action in the full of Krishna consciousness is the best. So the yoga ladder we have read in the chapter number 3, that is Karma Yoga. And in chapter number 4, that is the transcendental knowledge, we have read the jnana and the process of transcendental knowledge, and same confusion, the action and renunciation was what. So Arjuna was having same question. So again it asked what is better. So in the 5th chapter, which is better, so work and devotion is better. That is called Karma Sannyas Yoga. Chapter is Karma Sannyas Yoga. Okay, so work and devotion and renunciation of work, that is Falgu Vairagya. So which one is better? Work and devotion is better. So how to purify our body, mind, and senses without any desires. Okay, we have read these things. So mind we have read in the chapter number 6. That is, mind can be your friend, mind can be your enemy, and how to Arjuna was unable to control the mind. Okay, because Krishna was describing Ashtanga Yoga, and for doing Ashtanga Yoga, you have to sit at a place and you have to control the mind. Okay, so you have to control the mind or sit at a place. For that thing, controlling mind is very, very difficult. So Arjuna told, Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Krishna, my mana is very chanchal, I cannot control. Even I can control the hurricane, I can control the wind, but this mana is very, very difficult for me to control. So I cannot control. Okay. Then Arjuna, Krishna was telling that with abhyasa you can control this mana. Arjuna, and abhyasa you can control. Abhyasa and vairagya, 2 things were there. So with abhyasa and vairagya you can control this mana, Krishna, Arjuna. So Ashtanga Yoga we have read, but the 8 limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga we have read, and we have read about the greatest of the yogi. Who is the greatest of yogi? The Bhakti Yogi is the greatest of yogi. So this chapter 6 ends in the this Bhakti Yogi is the best. Okay. So now Krishna is describing the Bhakti Yoga from the chapter number 7. The Bhakti Yoga will start. So these chapters, knowledge of the absolute. This chapter is called knowledge of the absolute or Gyan Vigyan Yoga. Okay, so this chapter is divided into 4 parts. The mnemonic is head. Okay, HEAD. Hearing from him everywhere except or reject or demigods. So we'll read about the demigod worship. Who are the we have already read some little part of who are the people who worship the demigod, that is Devtas. Okay, so those things were there. So who accept and who reject Krishna, that's the third part. And the everywhere, so Krishna is everywhere, so Krishna is controlling all things, so that we'll be hearing all those things. So knowledge about that, about Krishna will be knowing. Okay, so let's see. So Krishna started speaking. Okay, so 6th chapter was ending with the Bhakti with best. Now Krishna is starting with the 7.1. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Shaktamana Patha Yogam Yunjam Madashaya Asham Shayam Samagramma Yatha Gyan Gyaya Shishi Takshinu. So Sri Krishna is saying, Supreme Personality of God is saying, Sri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Shakta Mana Partha, Ashakta Mana. So your mana should be Ashakta on me. Okay. So your mind should be attached to me, Partha, and Yogam Yunja Madashraya. So Madashraya means full consciousness of me. Do your yoga. Yoga yunja madashraya. So your mind should be focused on me. You should take my ashraya and do the yoga. Okay. So Krishna is saying, oh, so the Supreme Personality of God is saying, now here. So now here, Tat Shrinu. Tat Shrinu means now hear from me. Okay. The Supreme Personality of God has said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now here, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, Madashraya, with mind attached to me, Ashakta Mana, okay, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So now hear from me, Tat Shrinu. So Takshanu means now hear from me. So there are many things, there are many ways we can acquire the knowledge. And if we acquire the knowledge from a bona fide source, okay, if Krishna is bona fide source, so Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead himself is speaking. So he is saying Takshanu, okay, so he is giving the knowledge. So let's see what are the ways to acquire the knowledge. There are three ways to acquire the knowledge or understand God, okay. So there are three ways. First is Prataksha Pramana. There are three types of Pramana are there from which we can acquire the knowledge. First is Prataksha Pramana. Second is Anuman Pramana. Then third is Shabda Pramana. Okay. So first is Prataksha Pramana. Prataksha Pramana means we have our senses, like eyes are there, nose is there, tongue is there, ear is there, okay, skin is there. So we have direct senses. So we can touch, we can see, we can hear and all things, and we can acquire the knowledge. Okay. Something is there like someone is quarreling in the side room. Okay, so I can hear and I can guess. I can know. I can know that something is going on. I am seeing some mobile phone is there. Some chanting bead is there. So I can see and I can acquire the knowledge. So first is the Prataksha Pramana, by seeing, by hearing, by smelling, like this. Okay. Second is Anuman Pramana. Okay. So some sound is there, some sound is coming from the nearby. So I can guess. Okay. Okay. That sound is from that object. So I can guess. So that is called guesswork. That is called Anuman Pramana. Okay. And third is the Shabda Pramana. So some bona fide source is there. So something is there that from where we can acquire the knowledge. So let's see how can we know God. Okay. So first is the Prataksha Pramana. So can we know God by direct perception? Can we feel? Can we see? Can we hear God? So answer is no. Okay. We cannot directly sense the God. Anuman Pramana. Can theories based on the evidence. So some evidence is there based on we are making Anuman. So can we make guess on that? We can guess, but we don't have that idea, so we cannot make theories also. The third is the bona fide sources, Sabda Pramana, hearing from the bona fide authority. So let's see take one example. Okay. So if anyone is asking you who is your father, you are not knowing who is your father. Okay, so anyone is asking who is your father, so you can direct sense you cannot know. By direct sense you cannot know because you don't know who is your father. So direct sense Anuman also you cannot make. There are so many people you cannot make Anuman. So hearing from the bona fide source will be there. So you can go to your mother, you can ask your mother, mother will be a bona fide source. So something is there for which we require hearing from the bona fide source. So authority, okay, so authority is there, and if we are hearing from the authority, that is the highest source of pramana. Okay, that is highest source. So what is the best way to acquire the knowledge? The best way is Sabda Pramana. Why? Because our senses are perfect. And let's see. Okay. So example is a elephant is there and 6 blind men are there. Okay, so this story all of you know. So someone is sitting, someone is touching the ear of the elephant, and he's thinking that okay, this is an object which is looking like this. Someone is touching the teeth, then he's thinking like some arrow. Someone is touching the other part and thinking of the other part. Okay, so all of them are having different perceptions. So that means that based only on the sense object, we cannot know the absolute truth. Okay, so absolute truth cannot be known based on only the direct sense object because our senses are not perfect. So let's see what are the qualities of our the senses. Okay, so we have our senses can be influenced by these 3 things. Okay, these 4 things. Okay. So to commit mistake, we have the propensity to commit mistake. No one is perfect, everyone is committing mistakes. So our senses will be doing according to that also. Okay. To be illusion, so our senses can be illusion. You can see this picture. What is this picture? Who is the front? Who is the back? It is very confusing. So this is called optical illusion. So our senses can be illusioned. Okay. This is imperfect senses. Our senses are imperfect. Our eyes are imperfect. If our eyes are so perfect, why do we need microscope? Why do we need telescope? Because we cannot see small things. After certain point, we cannot see the things. Okay. So we need to look for the small object. We need microscope to look the objects which are far behind. We need telescope. So that means our senses are not perfect. We need something to augment. Even that also our senses are not perfect. Okay. And then fourth is propensity to come. Fourth thing is to cheat others. So we have propensity to cheat others. So our senses are also working according to that. Okay. These four defects are there. So if we have four defects, so then our theory is based on the sense object, then sense perception will be also wrong. Okay. So we have four defects. So our senses will be also wrong. Theory is based on the senses will be also wrong. So from whom to here? Who, how to know God the God, how to know the perfect knowledge, how to gain the perfect knowledge. So this question is there. Okay. So Krishna was giving the last word was Takshino, hear from me. Okay. So this is the perfect source. Takshino, hear from me. Okay. Okay. So how to gain the perfect knowledge? Question is this. So answer is to hear from the bona fide source. Let's see how Krishna is telling. So jnanam te aham sha vijnanam. So jnanam as well as vijnanam. Idam vakshayami asheshatah. Asheshata means there is nothing beyond the ashish. There is nothing in full. You can say ashish. Shesh means if there is something left. Ashish means in full. Okay. So if you want to know the full jnana, full vijnana, so whom to know? Full. That is ashishata. Whom to know? Whom to ask? Okay. So Krishna is answering. Jnanam te aham sabe jnanam idam vakshyami ashishata yajgyatva neha bhuyo anyaj Yadvayam avashishyate. So I shall not declare unto you in full ashishata. Okay, this knowledge, both phenomenal and as well as numinous, jnana as well as vijnana. I am giving you full. Okay, this being known, nothing further shall be made for you to know. So this is the perfect knowledge. So after this knowledge, after knowing this knowledge, Arjuna, there is nothing to be known. Okay, so what is the meaning of this word? So we have read about the perception of God. There are Brahman perception of God, there are Paramatma perception of God, there are Bhagwan perception of God. Someone is meditating on the this Brahman form. Okay, so light source. So he is thinking that God is only light. So he is not knowing the cause is there. One cause is there which is emitting the light. So okay, so for him this knowledge is not perfect, because he will be searching from where the light is coming, which is the source of light. He will be searching. Okay, so this is not the perfect source of knowledge. And one person who is knowing that okay, Bhagwan form is there, and from there this light is coming, this energy is coming. Okay, so that that person is knowing the perfect truth, because he is knowing the cause of all the causes. God is called cause of all causes. Okay, because he is cause of all causes. Okay. So one person is knowing cause of all the causes, then he is knowing full knowledge. Okay, that you can know. So if we are knowing who is the cause of all the causes and from where all the things are coming, from where this Brahman form is coming, the Paramatma form is part of which person. So if we are knowing that thing, then that knowledge is perfect. Okay, because we are knowing cause of all the causes. Okay, so that knowledge is called perfect knowledge, full knowledge. Okay, from where we can know that knowledge? A perfect bona fide source. So for Arjuna, Krishna is the bona fide source. Okay, and for us, the person who is in the parampara praptam, evam parampara praptam. So person who is in the parampara, that person can behave as the source of knowledge. That person is the bona fide source of knowledge. Okay. So many people are endeavoring to know God. Okay, so let's hear about from God who are the people who is endeavoring and what happened to them and how they are knowledge, getting knowledge. Okay, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yata tam api siddhanam kaschin mam vedi tattvataha. So Manusyanam sahasreshu. So there are many thousands of men are there. Okay. Kaschid yatati siddhaye. So they are all endeavoring for siddhi. Siddhi is perfection. They are all searching for perfection. Okay. Manushyanam sahasretu kaschid yatati siddhaye. So they are all searching for perfection, perfect knowledge. Yatatam api siddhanam, and all of them, yatatam ati siddhanam, all the person who has perfected their life, means from siddhi, all the person who have attended the siddhi, kaschid mam veti tatvata. Veti means knowing. Okay. So some people only one or few people will be knowing Mam Veti, knowing the God fully. Okay, knowing the God. Okay. So let's read the meaning. Out of many thousands among the men, one may endeavor for the perfection. So Kaschid Yatati Siddha. So one will be endeavoring for the perfection. And of those who have achieved perfection, so Yatatam api Siddhanam, those who have attained the perfection, hardly one knows me in the truth. Kashchit Mam Vedi Tattvata. So only few will be knowing. Okay, so many people are there who is endeavoring, and out of them, some people who are in, some people only will get the perfection, and out of those who have got the perfection, only few knows him in the truth. That is Sudurlabha. That person is Sudurlabha. Krishna will be telling next after the next few sloka. That person is Sudurlabha. That is very difficult. So we have seen marathon race is there. Okay, so many people are running for the marathon race. Many people are there. Thousands people are there who are running for the marathon, long marathon, like 10 kilometers marathon is there. Okay, so some people will be left behind, only some people will be only completing. Okay, so only few people will be completing, and out of those few people, only one person will be the topper. Okay, so that is the thing. So many people will be running, but few people will reach the line, and out of few people, few people will get the prize. Okay, so that is the thing. So many people are searching for the truth, but only few people in the right path, they will be knowing the God in the they will be endeavoring now, so they will be knowing God. Okay, how can we see and understand Krishna? So many people are searching. How can we see and understand Krishna? Let's see. Okay, so Krishna is telling about himself and his energy. So let's try to hear from Krishna, and then we can understand it. Okay. So what is this material energy? What is this material energy? Let's try to understand. Bhumir apo nalo vayur dhammana buddhir evacha ahankaro iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. So bhinna prakriti ashtada. Ashtada means 8. So these 8 are my bhinna prakriti. Bhinna prakriti means separated energy. Bhinna is separated energy. So these 8 things are my bhinna prakriti. Okay, that is a material energy. This inferior energy. 8 things. So what are the 8 things? Bhumir, apo, nalo vayu means earth, water, fire, and ether. Now, air. Kam means ether. Mano buddhir. Mano is mana. Buddhi is intelligence. Evacha. Ahankar and ahankar. So these 5 things and man buddhi ahankar. These 8 things are there, which is making this material energy. So this material energy, whatever you are seeing outside this world, all things are made by 8 things. Okay. So this is the graphical representation. Okay. So earth, water, fire, ether, air. So these 5 things are there. So this is the one thing. And ego, mind, and intelligence. So these are 3 things. So these are total 8 things are there. These 8 things are called material energy. These 8 things are inferior energy, and these things are covering the soul. So this soul is there. Soul is itself is a superior energy of God. Okay, and these 8 things are the Bhinna Prakriti, or the material energy of God. Okay, so these 8 things and the soul. So soul is the superior energy, and these 8 things are inferior energy. Out of these 8 things, these 5 things: earth, water, fire, ether, and air. These are called gross body. Okay, so Panch Mahabhuta are there for the gross body, and these 3 things: ego, mind, and intelligence is called a subtle body. Okay, and soul is there. So there is another photo. Let's see. So gross body is there. Okay, one body is there, gross body. Inside that gross body is Sukshma Sharir is there, that is called subtle body. And this body is made of mind, ego, and intelligence. Okay, so the subtle body is there, mind, intelligence, and ego is there. And inside that, soul is there. Okay, that soul quality is eternity, knowledge, and blissful. Satchit Anand. The soul quality is Satchit Anand. So these three bodies are there. We have three bodies. Okay, soul, subtle body, and gross body. Okay, so gross body is made of five things, subtle body is made of three things, and soul is there. So this is the thing. So soul is itself is as a superior energy, but when it comes in the contact with the material energy, it behaves like a separated energy. What is the marginal energy? Okay, marginal energy means it can go towards Krishna, it can go towards the material thing. So it has the freedom. Okay, that freedom is there. What is false ego? So ego is of two types. Okay, ego is of two types. What is called true ego, what is called one is called false ego. Ego is there. I know the I think that I am body. Okay, I am body. And this property is there. This property belongs to me. This book belongs to me. This mobile belongs to me. This property, land belongs to me. If these things are there, I am identifying myself as a body, and I'm attaching myself to these material things, then that is called false ego. Ego is there, but that is false. What is the true ego? True ego is that I am soul, I am servant of Krishna. Okay, Krishna, I belong to Krishna. Krishna is my master. If this ego is there, ego means identity. Okay, if this ego is there, that is called true ego. And false ego is that I am identifying myself with, as the material body. Okay, so this is called false ego. So separated energy, earth, water, fire, ether, these eight things are there. That is called earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. And let's read about how this material body is formed. Okay. So Krishna has plenary expansion. So Vishnu is the plenary expansion of Krishna, incarnation of Krishna only. So that is called plenary expansion. Okay. So three types of Vishnu are there. First, when we read Goloka chart, then we can understand this then we can understand this very nicely. Okay. So just for the sake of mention, I will mention it. Okay. So three forms of Vishnu there. One is called Karma Dakshaya Vishnu. Second is called Garbha Dakshaya Vishnu. Third is called Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu. So one is called Karna Dakshaya Vishnu. So Karna Dakshaya Vishnu is the Mahavishnu from where other Vishnu will be originating. So it creates the total material energy. So it will create total material energy, that is called Mahatattva. Okay. So total material energy will be created from the Karna Dakshaya Vishnu, that is called Mahatattva. And the Garbha Dakshaya Vishnu enters into every universe. So many universes are created. Okay. Total material energy is there. And there are many multi universes there. Okay, many universes are there. Each universe Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu will be there. Okay, so it will enter into every universe to create the diversity. So Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu will enter into every universe and create the diversity. And then again into many universes there will be many prana will be there. Many people will be there. Okay, so many living entity will be there. So what third Vishnu will do? That is Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu will do. They will take the form of Paramatma, and they will enter into the every atom and maintain a super soul. So they will be forming the super soul. So three types of Vishnu are there. Okay. So now read about the we have read about the separated energy. Now about the superior energy. Okay. Apareyam itaste annam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yaedam dhara yate jagat. Beside these, oh my dear Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind. Okay, so there is param, prakritim vidhi me param. So there is another superior energy, param is superior energy of mind, which comprises of the living entity, jiva bhutam. Okay, so it comprises of the living entity who are exploiting the resources of this material, inferior nature. So there is inferior energy there, but superior energy of mind is also there, who is exploiting the nature. Okay. So soul is the superior energy. Actually, it is the marginal energy. It can go toward the material energy as well as it can go to the superior energy. So it is called marginal energy. Okay. All created beings have their sources in these two natures. So all of the things which you are seeing in this world are originated from are their sources in the two natures. These two natures are the sources of all that is material and of all that is spiritual in this world. Know for certain that I am the both the origin and the resolution. So there is superior energy, there is inferior energy. All of the energy is coming from whom? Coming from the Vishnu, that is Krishna. Okay. Krishna is the maintainer and in the essential principle. So he's saying that I am also maintaining them. So how say, let's read. Matta parataram nayat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sharvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. So it is like manigana. Okay. Manigana means Proktam Sutre Manigana Iva. Okay, so Proktam Sutre Manigana means what is the meaning? Let's see. So, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Kanchit Asti Dhananjaya. Okay, so Matta Parataram Nanya. So there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me. So everything is resting upon Krishna. How everything is resting? So Krishna is given one example. Pearls are strung on a thread. So Krotam means strung. Sutre means thread. Manigana means pearl. So as the pearls are strung upon a thread and the thread is not visible, but still the pearls are attached to the threads, and the person who is looking from outside, nothing will be visible, no thread will be visible. They will be thinking that these pearls are resting like this only, but the essential thing is the thread, because on the thread only the pearls are attached. So Krishna is saying, I'm like the thread. Okay, so everything what you are seeing in this world, every living thing, every non-living thing, every material energy, every superior energy, everything, whatever you are seeing, I am the source, and I'm maintaining all of them. How I'm maintaining? I'm maintaining as the thread is there, which is maintaining the pearl. Okay, so Krishna is giving the example to understand to Krishna that I am like that thread, Arjuna. Okay, and there is no truth superior to me. Okay, Matta Parataram Nanya. There is no truth superior to me. Okay. Now Krishna is giving examples how you can understand Krishna. Okay. Raso aham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasi suryo pranavah sarva vedeshu shabdakhepo paurusham nishu. Krishna is saying, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. I am the taste of water, Arjuna. Prabhasmi Shashi Suryo. I am the light of the sun and moon. Shashi means moon. Surya means sun. I am the light of the sun and moon. Okay. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. I am the sound, the syllable of Om in the Vedic mantra, that is I only. And Sabda Ke Parusham Rishu. I am the sound in the ether. Okay. Ke means ether. Shabda means Shabda. I am Shabd in the ether. So Krishna is saying, O son of Kunti, I am the taste of the water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantra. I am the sound in the ether and ability man. Parusham Vishu. So in the Nara, I am Parusham. I am in the Shabda. In the ether, I am the Shabda. Okay. So many people are confused now. What is the taste of water? There is no taste of water. We have read that there is no taste of water. Is that so? Is there any taste in water or not? Yes or no? Some people are saying no, and some people saying I think I had, some people yes, no. All of you can answer. There is nothing wrong and right in answering. Just answer yes or no. Y or N? Y or N? So one is saying what is tasteless, one is saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. This is the thing. Okay. Everyone you can answer. I'm not judging anyone. You can answer yes or no. If you are sleeping, then you cannot answer. Okay. No taste, that is natural taste. Okay. Everyone can answer yes or no. Yes or no. Many people are there but not answering. Because of Krishna Kripa, though sunlight, through sunlight. Yes or no? Many people are confused what to write, yes or no, yes or no. Yeah, you can write yes or no, just yes or no. So is there any taste in water? Yes or no? Ocean water will be salty. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, now many have answered. Let me answer. Okay. So water has a taste that is called pure taste of water. Okay, let me give you an example. There is one tube light, white tube light. Okay, and pure light is coming. Okay, so if I ask, is there any color of that light? So many people will be saying, yes, it's water color is there. That is called pure light of the that tube light. Okay, if I cover that light with yellow paper, white paper, something plastic paper, transparent paper, then the color of the light will change. In that change light, you will say, okay, this is the deformed light, this is the deformed light. Okay, so like that only. If water is there, some pure taste is there in the water. That taste is Krishna. If I put the salty water in that water place, then you will say, okay, this water is salty. If I give you water from the Kanyakumari, then that water will taste different. If I give you water in the Jammu, Kashmir, then the water will taste different. If I give you water from Arunachal Pradesh, that water will taste different. If I give the water from the Gujarat, then that water will taste different. Okay. So how the water taste is changing? Okay. So there is some pure taste in the water that is called pure taste of the water, and based on the different impurity, that taste of the water will change. If there is no taste only, how the taste is coming? Okay. So this is called pure taste of the water. So that taste is Krishna. That is the when you are drinking the water, then your thirst is cleansed by that water only. So that is the taste of the water. So Krishna is saying, I am the taste of the water. Okay. The light of the sun and the moon, the level Om in the Vedic mantra, I am the sound in the ether, ability in the mind. So this is the from 8 to 11th sloka. Krishna is giving the example that I am these things. I am the taste of the water, I am the light of the sun and moon, I am Om in the Vedic mantra, I am the sound in the ether, I am the ability in the man. Okay, I am the fragrance of the earth. Okay, so fragrance of the earth. I am the heat of the fire. Okay, I am the life of all that lives. I am the penance of all the aesthetics. Okay. I am the original seed giver of all the existence. So whatever things existing, I am the original seed giver. I am the intelligence of the intelligent people. I am the prowess of the powerful man. Okay. I am the strength, the strong. Okay. I am the strength of the strong. I am the sex life not contrary to the religious principle. So what is the meaning of sex life not contrary to the religious principle? You can let me know in the chat box. The answer starts coming. Didn't understand that. With dharmic principle, what is the dharmic principle? That simply means no illicit sex. No illicit sex means having sexual relation only with the yes, sex life within marriage. Yes, that is called no illicit sex, sex life within marriage. Okay, that is not contrary to religious principles. Okay, let's move forward. Seeing Krishna in everywhere. So Krishna has given the so many examples. I am this Arjuna, I am this Arjuna, I am taste of water. So when you are drinking water, then you can remember me. But so let's see that thing also which we have discussed, that Brahman form. Some people will thinking the Brahman form is the God only. So what you think? Okay, this taste of water, that is the God only. That they know that this taste of water is God only. The heat in the fire is God only, but they are not knowing the source. So they will be searching, they will be disturbed. Where is the source? Where is the source? So they won't be knowing the source. And if you are knowing Krishna, Krishna is the source, then everything becomes simple. That is called full knowledge. Okay, so if you are knowing cause of all cause, then that knowledge is called full knowledge. If you are knowing the partial knowledge, then you will be searching for the knowledge, you will be disturbed. Okay, so that is the thing. Seeing Krishna everywhere. So how to see Krishna everywhere? Know that all the states of living, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature. For they, on the contrary, are within me. So let's try to understand. Okay. So Krishna is saying these three modes are under me. I'm not under them. I am above them. So if any person is there who is trying to know Krishna, he won't be able to know. Just like a frog in the well. A frog is there in the well. He won't be knowing what is the outside the world or outside the this well. Okay. So we are also covered by the Maya. We are also covered by three modes of material nature. So we will be knowing also the things only which is covered by the material nature. We won't be seeing outside. Okay. So it is very difficult without a proper source, bona fide source, without Bhagavad Gita, without person who are Tattva Darsina, who have seen the truth, who know who is God. Okay. Without those things, we won't be able to understand Krishna. So this is the thing. So, so Krishna is saying these three modes, Arjuna, are under me. Okay. And I am above them. Okay. So this is the thing. So Arjuna is now pondering. Now Arjuna is asking, okay, we are still illusioned due to our gross senses. Okay, so we are still illusioned due to our gross senses. Let's see what Krishna is saying. So Krishna's magic spell. Okay, so what is the Krishna's magic spell? Deluded by three modes: goodness, passion, ignorance. The whole world doesn't know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So I just explained that if Krishna is above the three modes of material nature and we are under the three modes of material nature, we will be thinking that all thing which is this under these three modes only, that is the only life and all the things. Okay, we won't be knowing Krishna because Krishna is above. Okay, so Krishna is saying the whole world doesn't know me. So whole world is not knowing Krishna. Why? Because he is above this mode. Okay. How do we overcome this illusion? So three modes are there. How do we overcome? So we are shackled. We are under the modes. We have hatkadi in our hand. So a person who has hatkadi in his hand also, and he is in our condition also. Our condition and his condition is same. Then that person won't be able to free. Only the person who is above the three mode can be able to free. That's Krishna. Okay. So let's see what Krishna is saying. Krishna is giving example how he will be only able to save. Okay. Devi he isha gunamai mamaya durataya mam eva ye prapaddante mayam etam tarantite. Taranti is par karna, par karna. Okay. So cross karna. So Krishna is saying Devi he isha gunamai mamaya Duranta, so Duranta is very difficult. Okay, so crossing this divine energy, Devi Maya. Okay, Krishna's Devi Maya. These three guna are very duranti. That is very difficult. Okay, Mam Eva te prapadante. Prapadante means surrendering. So the person who is surrendering to Krishna, Mayam etam tarantite. So they can cross these three modes. So how to understand? So Krishna, I was already telling, the person who is above these three modes can only remove the cycle of hours. Okay, so that person is Krishna. So that person is above. So he will be only to free us. So he's saying, Krishna is saying, this divine energy of mind, that is three modes of material nature, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. That is very okay, that is very difficult. But those who have surrendered into me, that is Mam Eva Ye Prapaddante, those who have surrendered into me can easily cross beyond it. Okay, Tarantite, they can cross. Okay, so Krishna is saying only those person can cross who are surrendered to me. So Krishna is also Satchidanand and we are also Satchidanand. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, Ananda is bliss. So Krishna is also Satchidanand, we are also Satchidanand. Krishna is Paramatma, we are Atma, we are part and parcel of Krishna. So Krishna quality is our quality, but quantity, Krishna is like Sagar, and we are like drop. Okay, so quantity is different, quality is same. Okay. So now Krishna is saying, still there are four types of people who will come to me, and still there are four types of people who won't come to me. So let's see what are the four types of people, and are we in that category? Let's see. Okay. So Krishna is saying, Namam duskritino muda prapadyante naratmaha mayaya parharita jnana asuram bhavam ashita. What are the four types of duskritana? Duskritana means they are miscreants. So those four kinds of people won't be going to Krishna. So let's see what are the four types of duskritana. Muda, the person who is foolish, that is Muda. And Prapadantam is surrendering. So the Namam, so they won't be surrendering to Krishna. So what are the four things? That's it. Muda, then Naradama, then Mayaya, Paharita, Jnana, and Asurim quality. Four types of people are there. So those miscreants who are grossly foolish, that is Muda, who are lowest among the mankind, that is Naradama, they are lowest among the mankind. So if you read the purport in the book, it will say that 84 like species are there, and out of 84 like species, 4 lakh species are for human beings, and out of 4 lakh species, there are few species which are lowest. So that is called Naradama. Okay, and whose knowledge is stolen by illusion. Okay, so many atheists are there, very learned atheists. Okay, many scientists also are there, but they are not agreeing over the existence of the God. So they won't be able to understand. Okay, so Krishna is saying they won't be coming to me. Grossly foolish. Okay, grossly foolish. Who are grossly foolish? We are grossly foolish. We are like ass. Okay, so let's in the next I will be telling in the detail. And who partake in the atheistic nature of demon. So who are demoniac quality, asurim quality. Okay, so these four types of people are there who won't be surrendering to Krishna, who won't be prapadante. Prapadante means won't be surrendering to Krishna. These four types of people are Muda, grossly foolish, hardworking ass. So we are working whole day, whole night, fully working. Okay, and we are not giving attention to God. So that is called foolish people. They are working, hard working. Okay, they are hard working and accumulating money. Okay, but for nothing. Okay, so they are called foolish, hard working as Naradma. They won't be coming to Krishna because they don't have time. Naradma, uncivilized people, considering lowest of the mankind. So there will be people that who they have abundance money, there are abundance knowledge, there are abundant things are there, but they are acting against the Vedic principles. Okay, so those people are called uncivilized people. They don't have any religion. Okay, they are uncivilized people. Okay, and the whose intelligence is misled intellectuals of the society. Like many scientists are there, they are not agreeing on the authority of God. So these are called these third type, Mayaya, Prita, Jnana. Okay, and Asurim Bhava Ashrita, the demoniac nature people. Okay, so these four types of people are there who won't be coming to Krishna. So let ponder ourselves and see if we are coming under these four category or not. Okay, so many people you will see in our surrounding, many people will there who will be coming to these four categories. So one thing is there, if you read the book Nectar of Devotion, in the second chapter it is written that devotional life is the continuation from the previous life. What is the meaning? So devotional life is the continuation from the previous life. So what is the meaning? So if you are thinking that any person is taking devotional life, that is sudden by chance, that is very difficult. Okay, because suddenly, because for accumulating devotional life, for doing devotional service, many births we take. Okay, and we accumulate good karma, we accumulate some devotional service, and from that we start the devotional service which we have left in the previous life. We start from so that the sentence is we start the devotional service from the devotional life is continuation from the previous life. So whatever service we are doing, whatever devotional life we have now, that is continuation from the previous life. So we accumulate every life, we are accumulating some part of devotional service, and that devotional part is not being lost. In the next life, we continue from that. So it is not like the suddenly we come into devotional service, suddenly we started reading Bhagavad Gita, suddenly we came to this class. This is not like that. We have accumulated, we have done some devotional service in the previous life, then only we will be coming. So these people, these four types of people hasn't accumulated any devotional service in their previous life. So they are fully ignorant of the God. Okay. So if you are coming to the class also, you are reading Bhagavad Gita, if you are believing in the God, that means you have done some previous karma, some devotional service, and that is continuing in this life. Okay. So and now four types of people, pious people who surrender to Krishna. So let's see. Chaturvida bhajante mam. So 4 types of people do bhajan, devotional service to Krishna. What are the 4 ways? Jana, bhajante mam jana. Sukrito Arjuna. So these are 4 people are called Sukritna. That 4 people are Duskritna. These are the Sukritna. Ato Jigyasu Artharti Jnani Cha Bharata Sabha. So these are 4 Artho, Jigyasu, Artharti and Jnani. 4 types of people are there. So let's read the translation. Oh, best among the Bharata, 4 kinds of pious men begin to in the devotional service. And to me, 4 types of people who are the distress, the desire of the wealth, the inquisitives, and the he who is searching for the knowledge of the absolute. These 4 types of people are there. So let's read about those 4 types of people. The Artha, that is the distress. Artharthi means who is desirous of the wealth. Jigyasu, the curious. Jnani, and the one who is in the search of knowledge. Okay. So 4 types of people are there. 4 types of people were there in the Duskritna. What is the difference? The difference is the piousness. So we have some piousness. Maybe from the previous life we have accumulated some devotional service and we have that piousness. Without piousness, if you are desiring the artha, if you are in artha, you won't be remembering Krishna. If you are in distress and you don't have piousness, you won't be remembering Krishna. So if those things are there and piousness is not there, then nothing is there. Okay, so these 4 things are there and piousness is there, then you are in the category of pious people. And Duskritana, the different 4 peoples. Okay, they didn't have done any pious activity in previous life. And these people have done pious activity, and when they are in distress, so artha, when they are in distress, they will remember Krishna. Desirous of wealth, so they will be searching for the wealth, and they will meet Krishna. Okay, and if there is no piousness, then you will be searching for wealth only. Okay, the curious, they are searching for Krishna, and the one in the search of knowledge, the jnani. Okay, so in the search of knowledge, one is there, that will find Krishna. So these 4 types of people are there: the distress, the desirous of wealth, curious, and one in the search of knowledge. So 4 types of people there. Who is the best? Who is the best? The jnani, who is in the search of knowledge, and after knowing what is the soul, who is God, he is surrendering into God. So this is the best. So every type, the curious, artharthi, artha, they will come to jnani stage, and then jnani stage will be doing bhakti. Okay. So the examples are there. This is Gajendra Maharaj. Okay, so powerful elephant, king elephant is there. Okay, he was a great devotee of God in the previous life. So once there is a war between the crocodile, okay, and this elephant, and the elephant is so powerful in the land, but this pond, this crocodile is powerful. Like this pond is like Maya. This pond is like material world, and this crocodile is like Maya. Okay, and we are like elephant. We are so powerful in the Krishna Loka. Okay, but when we come to this material world, we are in the clutches of Maya. So like that. So this Gajendra Maharaj is there. Gajendra Maharaj and this crocodile is fighting. This crocodile is very powerful in the water, and he is in distress. So he is remembering Vishnu. When he came, and he is in the distress state. Also, he is giving flower to Vishnu. No? So this is called pure devotional service. So he is in which type? He is in which type? 4 types. Out of 4 types, artha. Yeah. Pious people, but artha. Okay. Second example. What is the second example? Draupadi. Okay. So which type? Out of 4, which type? Just test artha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What other people are doing? All of you can answer. If I'm asking which type, you say first type. Artha. Fast. Okay. So that we can go forward. Because time is limited, and I have so much to tell, but time is limited. Okay. Third type. Okay. Third picture. Krishna is there, and Sukadeva Goswami. This is Sukadeva Goswami. Okay. Sukadeva Goswami is very fearful out of for coming out of the womb. So it is his mother, and his mother is pregnant. So Sukadeva Goswami is inside only. He's not coming out because he's very fearful of coming to this material world, because he knows that after this material, after coming to the material, he will be engrossed in the material. So he was not coming only. So Krishna himself came and told, no, 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 you just come out, this Maya won't be able to touch you. Okay, so which type? This is Jnani. Okay. Then fourth type, this is Parikshit Maharaj, this is Sukdev Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj was cursed that in 7 days, one snake will come and bite you and you will die. Okay, this is Parikshit Maharaj, the great king. Okay, the great king in the last of the Kali Yuga, and in the starting of during the starting of Kali Yuga, this is the great king. So he was cursed that in 7 days, one snake will come and bite you and you will die. So he was searching, in 7 days, I will die, in 7 days, I will die, what I'll do, what I should do, I should do. So he came, he asked many Rishimuni, none of them were giving satisfactory answer. So he made them Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev Goswami says that you should surrender to Krishna. How to surrender to Krishna? By hearing, by remembering, by chanting about him. Gradually you will be able to remember Krishna. And at the time of death, if you are remembering Krishna, then your life is perfect. Also. Your life is perfect. So then he started giving day and night for 7 days without eating, without drinking, Bhagavatam Katha to Parikshit Maharaj, and at the end of life, he left this body. Okay, so after the 7 days, he left the body remembering God. So his life is perfect. Okay, so only by so if you read, that is very nicely written. That only by remembering Krishna at the time of death, only by chanting, only by remembering, only by hearing about him, if you are leaving this body, then your life is perfect. Okay, so very nicely written. If you read Bhagavatam, then very nicely written about it. Okay, so we also know when the death is coming. Our death is not fixed. His death is fixed. You know that after 7 days I'm going to die, but our death is not fixed. So what we should do? What we should do? What is the meaning? What is the learning from this Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami? This narrative, what we should do? We don't know when our life is coming to end. What we should do? We should start the devotional service now. We should start for perfection of our life now. This is the time when we should start now. Okay, at young age, not as well. This time, okay, this time, not young age, not old age, nothing. Some people have already crossed young age. Some people already crossed the childhood. Okay, so what they will do? Start now. Okay, we don't know when our life is going to end. Parikshit Maharaj knew that in 7 days my life is going to end, but we don't know when our life is going to end. We should perfect our life or not. If we have taken the birth of human being, we should perfect our life. How to perfect? Remember Krishna. Remember Krishna, chant about Krishna, hear about Krishna, then only you will remember. You will be remembering Krishna at the time of death also. Okay. So the answer is, when should we start? Now. Okay. This is Dhruva Maharaj. So Dhruva Maharaj story will take some days later. Very nice story. This is, so he was which type? Which type? Dhruva Maharaj? Artharthi, Jigyasu Jnani. So if you know the story of Dhruva Maharaj, then only you will be able to know. So Dhruva Maharaj was searching for the wealth which is more than his father's wealth. Okay, but in the during this process only he got Bhagwan. Okay, so he was searching for something else, he got something else. Okay, so he was Artharthi. Okay, this is Sugriv Maharaj. Sugriv is distress. Okay, and this is the sages of Naimisaranya. They are Jnani. They're sitting here and listening Bhagavatam from the Sutta Goswami. Okay, so they are Jnani. Okay, who are we? Which type? ABCD. Artharthi. Who are we? Artharthi, Jigyasu Jnani. Who are we? Artharthi, Jigyasu Jnani. Who are you? I am all for Jigyasu, distressed. distressed. Okay, you can only understand which category you are. But Krishna loves which category? Let's see. All those of those, the one who is in full best, one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service, the best out of the four, which is the best? Full knowledge and who is always engaged in the pure devotional service is the best. Krishna is saying, if you are engaged in my devotional service, you are the best. For I am very dear to him and he is very dear to me. So if you are thinking that Krishna is very dear to me, I love Krishna very much, don't think that Krishna is not loving you back. Krishna is saying, yeah, thamam prapadyante. Whatever way you are approaching Krishna, Krishna will be approaching you in that way. So you don't think that I am loving Krishna, I'm loving Krishna very much. Krishna is not loving me. Okay, Krishna is loving the same amount which you are loving him. Okay. Pure devotional service is very rare. So we have read earlier also. Let's see. Sudurlabham I was telling. So this verse was having the Sudurlabha. Let's read the verse. Bahunam janma namante jnanavanamam prapadyante vasudeva sharavam iti sa mahatma sadurlabha. That mahatma is very, very durlabha. Which mahatma? Bahunam janma namante. So taking after many births. Jnanavan man prapadyante. Prapadyante means surrendering. So Jnanavan, after taking many births, the people who are Jnani surrendered into him. Okay. And Sa Mahatma, that Mahatma is very, very durlabh. So Krishna is telling, after many births and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders into me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes, and that all that is such a great soul is very, very rare. Sudurlabha, that soul is very, very durlabh. So we should come into that stage. Okay. So first, that Jnani, is telling about the Jnani. Okay. So out of four, the Jnani is very, very dear to Krishna. And after taking many births, what happens? He knows that Krishna is the God. I must surrender into him, and he surrendered into him. And that Mahatma is very, very durlabh. Krishna is saying. Okay. Arjuna again wondered. So Arjuna, what about other devatas such as Brahma, Shiva? What about those? So you are saying that people are surrendering into me. That is best. What are the people? I have seen people like Ravana who was worshipping Shiva. I have seen Hiranyakashipu who is worshipping Brahma. So what about those people? Many people are worshipping Brahma, Shiva. What happens to them? So Krishna is saying, those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desire, they want material desire, surrenders unto demigods. So who surrenders to demigod? Who are materially engrossed, whose desire is material fulfillment, who is covered by lust only. Those people will go to demigod and follow the particular rules and regulation of worship according to their own nature. So whatever nature they are, they will remember that demigods and they will do like that. Okay, so due to material desires, due to intelligence lost, they took for quick results. So Chipram, the word was Chipram. So the Devta give rituals Chipram quickly. So they go to the people to go to the Devta. Why doesn't everybody take shelters of Krishna? Because of material desires, intelligence is lost, and they look for quick results. So these are the reasons they don't take shelter of Krishna. So then now, how Lord facilitate demigod worship? So Krishna is only telling that I also facilitate demigod worship also, Arjuna. So how? Let's see. I am in everyone's heart as super soul. As soon as one desire to worship some demigod, I make his face steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Okay, so Krishna is saying, Ye yathamam prapadyante. You want to, whatever you want, I will just give you. Okay, if you want to take demigods, you are worshipping demigod, I will fulfill your desire. If you want to take me in Brahman form, I will be available to you in Brahman form, Paramatma, then Paramatma, whatever form you want me, I will be there. So freedom is yours. You have the freedom. Okay. So you should develop your intelligence and choose accordingly. So first thing is freedom we have, but we don't have the intelligence. How to sharpen the intelligence? By reading the Shastra, by reading the Bhagavad Gita. If we read Bhagavad Gita, we know what to do, what not to do, and then we can choose. If we are not knowing with whom to choose, what are the options we have, then how will you choose? Okay, so sharpen your intelligence by reading Shastra, by reading Bhagavad Gita, by association of devotee. Hear from the devotee of Lord. then your intelligence will sharpen, then you will be able to choose. Freedom we have, but intelligence we don't have. Intelligence we need to develop. Okay, so I am in everybody heart as the super soul. As soon as one is desire to worship some demigod, I make his faith deity so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. So how Lord facilitate demigod worship? By instilling faith. He is giving faith in the heart. Okay, empowering the demigods. He is empowering the demigod. Okay. You give that benediction to that person. Okay, so he is only empowering the demigods. Okay. Endowed with such faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desire. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. So he is only giving the benefits, okay, through that devatas. Okay. So what is the problem with approaching demigods? What is the problem? Because demigods cannot give benedictions without the permission of Supreme Lord. So even if demigods are giving something, some benediction, that is also sanctioned from the Supreme Lord only. So why not to go to the Supreme Lord? We are approachable to Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord is approachable to us. We are part and parcel of him. So why not directly go to him? Why not? Because we have seen why the people worship demigods. Reasons we have seen, three reasons. So we can see this is Ravana. Ravana is worshipping Shiva. Okay. Why demigod worshippers are called men of less intelligence? Krishna is saying men of less intelligence. Let's see. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary because because the demigods are also temporary, because the demigods are also have limited life, because demigods also are material only. So they will give the fruits which are material, which are temporary. Okay. So men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are temporary and limited. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of demigod. But my devotee ultimately reaches the supreme planet. So Krishna is giving intelligence clearly here, and freedom we already have. Okay, so we should choose. Okay, we want to choose worship of demigods. We want to choose worship the Krishna. We want to go to Krishna Loka. We want to go to the Deva Loka. Okay, so the freedom we ask, intelligence Krishna giving. Okay. Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, was impersonal before, and now I have assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. Krishna was telling, my janma karma is divyam. Okay, do not think think of me like a normal person. I'm not a normal person. So the men of unintelligent men will think that Krishna is also a person, only a person. So like that they will think. But only a person who is devotee will be knowing that his janma and karma is divyam. Okay, he was not impersonal before, he is not personal now. So this is the thing. I am never manifested to the fullness and unintelligent. Because why? We'll see. Okay. For them, I am covered by the internal potency. Internal potency is Maya. Maya is three modes of material nature. So for I cover them with the material potency. So all of are covered by material potency. You won't be able to understand Krishna unless and until Krishna or his representative tell us. Okay. And therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. So if you are not knowing, if you are not approaching Guru, we are not approaching Krishna, then we won't be able to know Krishna because we are thinking Krishna has a birth, Krishna is infallible, Krishna is like a person only. Okay. Oh Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that is yet to come. I also know all living entity, but no one knows me. Okay, because I am above these three modes, no one knows me, and all are under the material modes. Okay, so why doesn't everybody take shelter of Krishna? Answer is because of ignorance, because of delusion. Okay, freedom we all have, but our intelligence is not sharp. We don't know who is Krishna. Okay. So we have intelligence, we have ignorance, we have delusion, and that's why we don't take the center of Krishna. What is the understanding of pure devotee? Person who have acted piously in the previous life and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are free from the duality of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. Okay, so who have acted piously in the previous life? I was telling that this devotional service in this life is continuation from the previous life. So this is said here. Person who have acted piously in the previous life and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are free from the duality of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. Yes, some Brigari example is there. So he was a Dakai. He met Narad Muni, and then he became first class devotee. He was thinking about the ants also when he was walking. He was thinking about the ant also. So, what is the understanding of pure devotee? Those in the full consciousness of me, who know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of material manifestation of the demigods and of all methods of sacrifice, can understand and know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. So Krishna is telling that this is the last sloka, and from this sloka, next chapter will start. So let's understand what Krishna is saying. That those in the full consciousness of me, because this will be continuation from this sloka, Arjuna will be asking question. Okay, so let's read. Those in full consciousness of me, those know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of material manifestation. So Arjuna, well, what is the material manifestation? Krishna of the demigods. What is the demigods? What is sacrifices, whom sacrifices is meant, and of all the methods of sacrifices, can understand and know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. So Arjuna will be asking what is Brahman, what is Supreme Lord, what is material manifestation, what is demigod, what are the sacrifices, and how to know you at the time of death. So these questions will be Arjuna will be asking from this last sloka. Okay. From delusion to the devotional service. So this will be the continuation. So we will start from this chapter, this sloka, and we'll learn the next chapter. So this is from my side. Let's chant one Hare Krishna with me. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So this is from my side in the chapter number 7. I hope you understood the chapter number 7. If you have any comment, if you have any question, you can raise your hand. You can put it in the chat box. You should start. If you have not started doing the quizzes, please start doing the quizzes. Unless and until you are doing quizzes and you are doing one round of chanting, you won't be able to go to level 2. Okay, level 2 will be there where we'll be studying these things very nicely, very deeply, because we'll be taking time, and in that level 2 you will also get time, because this 18 age is a daily course. Okay, and then
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Video has got stuck. Ah, yeah, now okay. Prabhuji, can you arrange for chapter 5 and 6 recordings or YouTube link? Devotees were asking.
Chapter 5 6 Mataji has done na, Mataji.
Okay, so I should ask her, no, Prabhuji?
Chapters videos will be there na, Mataji. Chapter 5 and 6 video Mataji would have uploaded, no? Just ask if they have uploaded. Otherwise, last month I have taken those chapters, so I can provide those chapters. Okay.
Okay, I will ask that Mataji.
Yes. Once
not,
you ask if she has recorded, she uploaded, then she will give. Otherwise, I'll give mine.
okay.
Thank you so much. So if you have any question, you can ask in
Yes,
the chat box.
Sheena Mataji, please unmute.
Sheena Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Actually, see, right from when we are describing about demigods, now I have this question in my mind. And I thought, should I ask you or let me keep it with myself? See,
Yes, Mataji, please ask.
there are many gods. In India, we know that in our Hinduism, we believe in different goddess and gods. So never it is said that, even Krishna itself said that you can actually achieve me in any form. See, whichever form you are worshipping me, at last you're going to achieve me in that form. So and one more thing, see, there are a lot of Shiva temples or the Devi, Vaishno Devi temples, and there are different forms. So I just really get confused when this demigods, this is actually confusing. What is actually a demigod? Is it the...
So I was telling you, Mataji, that before this chapter only, starting of this chapter, I told you what are the knowledge, source of knowledge, and how we can understand God. So the perfect source will be to read Shastra. Okay, and according to Shastra, if we do, then that is perfect. Okay, so If you read Brahma Samhita, Brahma is saying that Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. Govinda, you are Adi Purusha. You are the first Purusha, and that's why I'm worshipping you. Okay. In the Bhagavatam, if you read the Vyasa Deva is the perfect soul. Okay, he has written all the Vedas, Bhagavatam, all the Vedic literature he has written. He has so much knowledge. Okay, and if you read Bhagavatam written by him, then full of the 12 cantos, he is describing Krishna quality. He is describing the Bhakta of Krishna, devotees of Krishna. And if you read the Bhagavatam, then all of your confusion will be gone. If you read Bhagavatam, then you will understand that in Shiva is giving a lecture to Parvati, and he is saying Krishna is the perfect. We should also devote our life to Krishna. And if you know about Narada Muni is every time Narayana, Krishna, he's every time, everywhere he's preaching about Krishna only. Okay, so where is the confusion? We don't know. When we don't know about the gods, we don't know about the demigods, what is their position. So Krishna is telling all the different, I have made this different material manifestation, and I have deported these demigods, which are no one but but empowered. They are greater devotee of Krishna, so they have been empowered. Okay, so they have taken this position. So if we are not reading any shastra, then this confusion comes into our mind. Okay, because if you look at ourselves or outside, then the many people are there and they worship according to their nature, mode of nature. You won't find mode of nature so many people with good mode of nature, goodness. So when we are describing the mode of nature, then 3 modes are there, actually 4 modes are there: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And above this mode, these are the material modes. Above this mode is the pure goodness mode. That is when we start acquiring the devotional service. So when people are in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, they will be searching for the God in those mode only. They will be worshipping the demigods in those modes only. So what happens? We see those people also who are worshipping according to their nature to the demigods. Okay, so we don't see the pure mode of pure goodness. So when we start seeing the devotee, when we start reading Bhagavatam, then we will realize, okay, what is the proper thing, what we should follow. That is the thing, Mataji. So we acquire knowledge by TV, by mobile, by internet, by the people who are surrounding us. Then we are confused. When we acquire the knowledge from Shastra, from the devotee, when the person is realized, then we are actually the truth. Okay, Mataji. I hope this clears it out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Prabhuji, there is one question in the chat box. Prabhuji, I have been worshipping Hanumanji right from my childhood, and I feel connected with him. Can I worship Krishna and Hanumanji equally?
Okay, so if you are worshipping Hanuman, Krishna and Ram only. Okay, so if you are worshipping Hanuman and Ram, Hanumanji will be saying, I am also servant of him only. I have devoted my life to him only. Why don't you devote your life to him only? Okay, if you are coming to me, I will be telling you, go to him only, because myself, I have devoted my life to Ramji only. So why not devote your life to Ramji only? I am also his servant, so I will be more happy if you serve directly Ram only. Okay, so that is the thing. So we think that we don't know. Actually, we don't know what is their position. Everyone's demigods, what is their position? They are great servant of Lord only. So if we are thinking that no, I will worship only Hanuman, then Hanumanji will be more happy if you worship directly Ram. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay. So many people don't understand this thing, and due to their modes, they are worshipping different kinds of demigods. That is the thing. So we should have association of devotee. We should read Bhagavatam. We should read Bhagavad Gita, Shastra. Then our mind, then all things will be clear. Okay. So if you are taking demigods, Krishna has directly told. So if you are taking the if you are going for the demigod worship, what is the meaning? You are engrossed with the material desires. You want material desire. That's why you are going to demigods. Okay, but demigods are also giving the benediction sanctioned by me only. Okay, can we see Krishna in all demigods, right, Prabhu? So if you want to see Krishna, why to complicate things? Why not? Krishna is not there. Yeah, Krishna is there. So we should see great devotee of Lord in the demigods. Okay, so that is the thing. We should not disrespect them. They are very, very great devotee. We are very, very great devotee of their serving Krishna. They are very near to Krishna, very dear to Krishna. Okay, so we should not disrespect them. They are very dear to Krishna. Some people are no. I only think that Durga Devi is good. Other Ganeshji and all are not. That is not the thing. Okay, they are all great devotee of Krishna. They are serving Krishna. Okay, and they are much greater than us. So we should all respect them, because Vaishnava Pras we should not do. So person who is very dear to Krishna, we should not blaspheme them. We should not talk ill about them, because Krishna, they are Krishna's devotee and they are much greater. And if you're blaspheming them, Krishna won't like it. Okay.
Prabhuji, some devotee is telling that he wants your chapter 5 and 6 recording, yours.
Mine? Okay, last month we have done, so I'll say.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, any more question? You can ask in the chat box, you can raise the hand. We have 5 minutes. Okay. Yes, Hare Krishna. Any question? Any comment is there? Many people will have comment. If you have any comment, you can ask. You can tell the comment. Okay. If you have any feedback, you can tell me. If you have anything, if you have any comment that how can I improve the classes, you can say. If you have anything, you can say. And all of you, please start doing the quizzes. Okay.
Prabhuji, that water example which you gave was very nice, Prabhuji. Taste of water, about that. Super.
Yes. What does D stand in the head? My confusion is resolved in every class. Thanks for me. What is the D? Let's see. What is the D? I also. I think the 4 types of demigods. Yes, demigods. Okay. D for demigods. So we have read hearing from him everywhere. He is everywhere except of reject. So which people are accepting, which people are rejecting. For which people we have read about the demigod. Which people are worshipping demigods, and we should worship or not. Why we are worshipping demigod? Why we should worship Krishna? All those things we have discussed. So if you have any doubt regarding these, you can ask. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Asking question while the class is going on makes me more focused. And asking question while the class is going on makes me more focused. Okay, my technique is like that, and I ask questions so that you also be engaged in the class. Okay. If you are engaged, then you will be able to understand. If you are not engaged, then many people will sleep. Okay, out of the 10, 2 will be sleeping. So because I ask many times, I ask question and I expect answer from all those things. Only yes or no answer is there, but half of them are answering. So I know few people will be sleeping post feeding, post dinner time is there. So many people will be sleeping. No problem with that. Okay. So this is I don't think there is any question. So we'll end the chapter. Okay.
No questions, Prabhuji.
Okay. Today is 8th chapter. 8th chapter is also very, very important. Very nice chapter. Okay. So all of you please come. And thank you for coming. And I am unmuting all.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.